Reagan, what did you drink? Good grape juice? Was it yummy? Or is it yucky? Oh, do you want more?
Yeah.
Oh. Harrison, what are we doing?
We're clipping grapes.
Yeah, and what are we gonna do?
Put them in a laundry basket.
Yep, what are we gonna do with the grapes?
We're gonna make grape juice.
Mmm. Do you guys like grape juice?
What?
Do you guys like grape juice?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a good one, Mom. I got the biggest ones ever.
Those are nice ones. Nice big Concords. So our friends let us come pick their grapes. So we're always excited to get some yummy grape juice.
Mom, if you get brown grapes, give them to me. Take a leaf in there.
Alright, so we've dumped some warm water in here with some white vinegar to clean up the grapes. Now we're just kind of going to go through it, make sure there's no bugs and stuff in it. Our juicer will keep all of the stems and seeds and stuff from growing in, so we're not too worried about that. But we just want to make sure we're not getting any of this kind of stuff in there with the leaves and bugs and stuff. So that's the first step.
All right, we've been cleaning lots of grapes and we have 2 bowls full so far. So we're gonna go ahead and start steaming them. So the way that works is we have this steamer. The bottom section is filled with water. Then there's kind of a strainer colander here that we put all the grapes into. And all the juice will get steamed down into here. And then this little tube is coming out. It's pinched right now. So when we start noticing that there's quite a bit of juice building up, we'll go ahead and unpinch that and let it drain into this pot. And from there we can do one of 2 things. We can either put the juice into bottles and bottle it as it is and then add sugar later, or we can add sugar to this. You know, we'll put that on the stove and mix in the sugar and then bottle it. Kelsey likes to do it that way just so it's easier when we actually are ready to mix up the juice. We don't have to add any sugar at that point. So,
well, and not only that, but like, that's just that much less sugar you have to worry about storing, you know what I mean?
because it's already in there.
Yeah. You catching all the ladybugs? Show Dad all the ladybugs.
I don't know if you can see. Come over here, Grant. Move your hands so we can see. There you go.
Nice.
We have tons of ladybugs on the outside of our house this year. Well, and they've been getting inside too, but tons of ladybugs for some reason. Okay, so we're dumping these in. You can see we have a plastic bag over this chair. That's because grape juice is messy and it stains. So, anyways, protect your stuff. Every so often we'll open it up and smash the grapes with this guy just to get more of the juice out. And then once we feel like we've got all the juice steamed out of them, we'll discard whatever is left and then we'll put in another bowl.
And his father, Daddy. No, I can't flip. Flip!
Bundles like this that don't have as many on them, we are pulling some of those off just to get more grapes than stem and stuff. But when it's a nice tight bundle, we're just throwing it in like that.
Yeah, this is new.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and mash these up really good. You can tell by the color of the grapes that they're starting to get pretty steamed. So we're just gonna kind of squish this around. You have to kind of be careful not to fling things around because, like Dawn said, things will stain pretty good. Put the lid back on. Now that we've mashed that, we're gonna have a good amount of juice to drain out of here. So we're gonna go ahead and open this clamp up. Let it pour in there. You can clamp it up anytime and just let it sit, and it'll start storing it up here. You can see that it's slowly filling up, and then we'll do that again 10 minutes or so.
Maybe we should get our feet in there and stomp on it like they do in the movies.
Mm-hmm. Tasty.
Not our kids' feet though.
Definitely
Nasty.
Alright, so we got enough to make a batch of juice. We've added the sugar, and I'm spooning it into the quarts.
How much sugar?
Let's see, this pot was about to here, and I think I added 5 cups.
Yeah.
So,
So we do it to taste rather than...
I was sampling it over here just to see what I thought.
Then when we actually drink this juice, we'll add 1 quart of water to each quart of this juice.
Yep. And then we'll just wipe these rims like we do with everything else to make sure there's nothing sticky and juicy on the rims, and then we'll put the lids on and get them in the processor, the water bath.
And then we always add a splash of white distilled vinegar into the water bath so that our canning jars don't get that white film on them that they get otherwise. Anyways, we'll show you the next step in a minute. Okay, so we are getting ready to put in another 10 quarts into the water bath. We added some extra water there, and then you might have just seen we were also adding some extra water to the base of the steamer juicer. That's really important. We actually let it run pretty much dry, if not all the way dry, on one of our batches earlier today. So make sure you check the bottom to add water periodically. You also want to make sure that you drain the tube periodically, otherwise the section in the middle that captures the juice that has come out of the grapes will overflow and fall down into the water catchment area. So anyways, you don't want that. Okay, so we have taken the rag and wiped the top of the rim, put on the lids, and put the rings on. So now we're ready to go ahead and put it into the water bath. There is varying information online about how long you should be processing them in the water bath. I've seen 5, I've seen 10, and I've seen 15 minutes. The most reputable source that we found said 15, so we're going to go ahead and do 15, and I really don't think you can go wrong with a little bit too much, so to speak, but I'd hate to go wrong with too little time in the water bath. So we're going to go ahead and do 15 minutes, because that's what the bulk of the sources that seem most reputable said. Okay, we finally did it. It is 1:02 a.m. That was a long time. We did several batches. That's what took us so long, obviously. But anyways, we've got 30 quarts that I'll show you here that we have finished. So what we do with these is we usually take 2 at once, and then we put it into the juice pitcher and then add 2 quarts of water. So 1 quart of water per quart of juice, and then we drink it up. If you haven't had real grape juice before, you have to have some. It is so much better than store-bought. And I like store-bought, but this is amazing.
That had me my tummy.
Or your
Okay.
face.
Picture me. Picture me.
Yeah.
Picture me. Lucy. You're making me laugh.